So, hi everyone. This is R. Sasikumar, Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering from RMDEC Engineering College. Today, we are going to discuss about backward chaining concept in artificial intelligence. So, what is called backward chaining in AI? So, backward chaining is a goal-driven inference technique used in rule-based system. It starts from the goal. What that is a goal means what you want to prove, and works backward by checking if there are rules that can conclude the goal, and if so, whether the conditions of those rules are true. So, the previous video we have seen that forward chaining. In forward chaining, that is called what a bottom-up approach. In backward chaining, it is known as a top-down approach. So, the backward chaining is based on modus ponens inference rule. In backward chaining, the goal is broken into sub-goal. Sub-goals are to prove the facts true. It is also called what a goal-driven approach, as list of goals decide which rules are selected and used. The backward chaining algorithm is used in game theory, automated theorem proving tools, inference engine, proof assistance, and various AI applications. The backward chaining method mostly used as a depth first search strategy for proof. So in forward chaining, we have a three component. The first one is called what known fact. The second one is called what applying rule. The third one is called what goal. In backward chaining, again we have a three component, but the first component start from goal state. Then second component is rule, and the third component is what a known factor. So we have to prove whether the goal is prove what you want to prove. So that is called what backward chaining. So it starts from the goal and works backward by checking if there are rules that can conclude the goal, and if so, whether the conditions of those rules are true. So how it works means what it starts from the goal you want to prove and look for a rule that concludes this goal. Try to prove the conditions of that rule. So the premises, what are the premises available? We have to prove the conditions and continue until you reach known fact or no rules applied. So the example of backward chaining, let us use a career advisor expert system. The rules are, if person has good logic and likes problem solving, then person is a good for programming. The second rule, if a person is good for programming, then recommend for computer science. If persons like drawing and creative, then recommend for graphic design. So what is the goal? The main goal is what? Should we recommend computer science to Alex? That is a goal. So the backward chaining is what? From goal to find out the known factor. So what is the backward chaining process? The goal is what? Recommend CS. CS is nothing but what? Computer science. And check rule 2. If good at programming, recommend computer science. Then check it rule 1. If logic and problem solving, good at programming, then we find out the factor. What is the fact? It has a good logic and it likes a problem solving. So if person is a good for programming, then recommend CS. Now prove the person is good for programming. Check rule 1. If a person has good logic and likes the problem solving, then good for programming. So we have to prove the premises. What are the premises means what? Does Alex have good logic? Yes. Alex have good logic. Does Alex like problem solving? Yes. Alex likes problem solving. Therefore, person is good for programming and therefore recommend for computer science. So this is the concept of backward chaining. I hope you understand this concept. I repeat once again in backward chaining concept shortly. Right, there are three components. The first component start from goal state. Then second one is a rule. Then with the help of a rule, then find out the known factor. This is the concept of backward chaining. The example is what? Should we recommend computer science to Alex? So we have to apply based on the rule. If all the rules are satisfied, then easily we can identify the known fact. Thank you.